Welcome to Fortune Cookies. So I have about 45 minutes. I got to wrap it up at like 1:30, and I got to run out and drive some people all over the place. So a couple of things. First thing, yay! Hi, Deborah. I know I didn't prep this. Deborah, I actually text messaged Deborah because she's like, I didn't get the notification. So I was like, better tell her I'm going to spontaneously go live. Carolina, Gemma, my love. Hello, Gemma. So I figured I would jump on, and I'm going to do a live tomorrow as well. Trying to get a swim buddy on for tomorrow, because there is a massive full moon happening tomorrow. It's a full moon in Leo. It is the wolf or the cold moon. It is going to infuse everybody with a lot of creative energy. I'm sorry, my hair, this is not a hair wash day. Oh, Gemma, you're upset today. So one of the things is that the Pluto moving into, hi Foxy, Pluto moving into Aquarius was kind of stirring up some energy and emotions for everybody. So before but you know what, Gemma, I'm gonna make you smile. I'm gonna make you smile. Gonna make you smile. So I have this super cool deck. Let me pull this over here. And this is the Classic Rock Tarot. It's from Parisi Studios. They're right here in good old New Jersey. And I have this like super cool tapestry bag that I put them in. But we're gonna do a little pump for you, Miss Gemma. And I also have we're going to use these tomorrow. We're going to use like the Moonology, manifestation, and the Messages Oracle. So, but I'm going to pull it out for you today, my sweetie pie. So, oh, Deborah, like no one is sleeping well. Everyone's sleep is being disrupted by this. All right, so Gemma, let's see what kind of advice we can give you. I'm just going to tilt myself this way. What kind of advice can we give you, Gemma, that's going to give you a little spark and help you out? So we got Steven Tyler, 9 of Swords in reverse. We've got we have the Beatles and the 4 of Wands, which is good. And we have the Temperance card in reverse. So let me just take a couple more. Oh, you got Axl Rose, the Fool. And you got Dave Mustaine. And you got Paul McCartney, Temperance in reverse. That's our angel in reverse. So we're going to come down just a little bit so you can see these really, really good. And I'm working on a collab with this artist. I want to get this artist on interview. So with the 9 of Swords in reverse, that is your anxiety going away. So when we get the 9 of Swords, not that Steven Tyler is anxious, but when we get the 9 of Swords in the upright, what that does is it really creates a lot of anxiety. You're kind of overthinking stuff. So when it's in reverse, that means it's going away. So whatever the issue is, it's fading for you. It's not going to be forever. You know, I had a therapist once who told me, this is such great advice. He said, when you have anxiety, don't freak out, because it's like hiccups. It's going to go away. You're not going to be hiccuping forever. That's very rare. You're not going to have anxiety forever. So it's going to go away. It's going to cycle right out. This 4 of Wands, the 4 of Wands is about being at home, you know, staying within that 4-wall structure. Go outside, go for a walk today. Even if it's raining, get an umbrella and go for a walk. Go get some air, let that blow on you, and you're going to feel refreshed. You're going to feel better. It's going to give you a new perspective. And the Temperance card, all work and no play makes Gemma a little bit anxious. So you need to make time for play. And our good friend, Paul Hutchinson, the fitness hutch, he actually was pretty hardcore about that when I did his 30-day optimum program. He said, you have to make time for, oh, you just came back from a walk. That's great. And you have to make time for recreation. That's something that I don't do personally. And I think a lot of people, especially in this fast paced culture that we're in, everything goes very fast. You go on Amazon, you get something delivered the next day. You go on Uber and the food comes the next day. So what do while you're waiting for that food to come? You do a load of laundry, you do some work, you vacuum the rug, brush the dog. You fill those moments where years ago we would have had, a sit down at the table and have a cup of coffee. I mean, look at me. Like, I've got my cup of coffee right here. Can you tell I'm sparky today? I had coffee. I'm only allowing myself one cup of coffee a day because I used to drink pots of coffee and I was way more sparky than I am now. So under the surface here, this Six of Wands is the Six of Wands when it's in the upright is success. And I think it's really funny that they have Dave Mustaine on here. It is success. It's feeling successful. There is something that's nudging at you underneath. It's saying, oh, you're not successful. And I suspect that you're having that consciously incompetent moment where you really do feel like you don't like you're out of sorts. It's almost like imposter syndrome. Like, oh, should I be doing this? Should I be involved in this? Absolutely. Gemma, you are right where you're supposed to be. You are, and I told you, you are Princess Gemma. You are the voice of people like yourself. You are composed. You are lovely. You are controlled. You got this, girl. And sometimes you just need the whole internet to say, Gemma, you got this. You got this. Trust us. We're all going to prop you up energetically. We're going to tell you time and time again, you got this. And it happens to all of us. Like, it happens to me. I'm like, that was the worst reading I've ever done in my whole life. And everyone's like, what are you kidding me? No, it was great. And that's one of the things, like, yes, this is Gemma's reading, BCTV. How are you? So, we are all going to prop you up. We're all going to help you. Anytime you need a lift, we're going to give you a lift. Okay. So, there's a lot of people out there batting for you, and what you're doing is needed. So do not ever feel like you are this imposter syndrome. Don't ever feel like that. What you should do, and this is, just me being practical. Take a picture of yourself and go into AI and have it create, you can do this through like ChatGPT, I think. Have it create like a super professional picture of you and stick that up on your mirror. And when you get dressed in the morning, that's the person that you are becoming when you are doing your hair, when you're doing your makeup. One of my best friends, Kathy, she's the gal who sells me all my makeup and all my skincare and everything. She's fantastic. We're going to do a show together on the magic of makeup and how you can actually manifest a different face for yourself, and how you can manifest different faces for different things that you're going out to. So if you're going on a date, you're going to manifest some different things. If you're going into a meeting where you need to be very controlled, you're going to manifest some different things. So for you, the spell casting that you're going to do is you're going to put that picture of yourself up there, that zhuzhed up picture that has you in a suit, maybe not something you would wear ordinarily, but that's your spirit animal. That's what I want you to turn into on the inside. And that is the Gemma that's going to shine through. You can be wearing sweatpants and slippers and it's still the Gemma that's going to shine through. Gemma, I believe in you so much. I believe in you. And I see you say I'm not good at expressing my emotions. That's okay. That's okay. Like some of us aren't. I just like kind of, my emotions are all over the place, but I'm half Italian. I have very little sense. So, it just kind of bubbles out. But that's where this Fool card comes in. you have to understand that everybody is putting a representative out there. And, the biggest celebrities we know, like they're putting a representative out there. The people that we see on the news, on TV, people we see on YouTube. Like, I might seem like I'm really fun and I have it together. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm screaming at people. You can ask my kids. Sometimes I am an absolute disaster. You ask my husband. Sometimes I'm an emotional wreck. It's okay. I talked up how great I was at Mario Kart. I was just chatting with Paul Fitness Hutch, and we played Mario Kart. Him, Mel, my husband, and I. We all played Mario Kart and did a Zoom together. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm great at this. I'm great at this." I raced the worst I've ever done. It was so funny. So we put out what we want to be, and really, when we're anxious, Dr. Joe Dispenza says this: when we're anxious and we're kind of sitting there and we're wringing our hands and we're nervous, we're actually practicing to be nervous in the future. So we're setting down the railroad tracks that are going to take that train into anxiety. So what we need to do is practice being calm, relaxed, and we can do that in meditation. Joe Dispenza does lots of cool stuff on his website, Dr. Joe Dispenza. And just to kind of reset and realign yourself with the optimal Gemma. Gemma, I think you are amazing. And I'm so glad that we are friends. And I'm so glad that I met you on this crazy, crazy social media YouTube ride that I'm doing. But I think what you're doing is, personally, I think it's really important. And I think, you having that outlet and sharing your experience is really important for other people with autism. I have a child with autism. You know how much that means to me. And I just think that you are amazing. And if I could just send it all to you, send all this love to you, I hope you're feeling it. So just make sure that you keep taking those walks, keep getting outside, keep doing what you got to do. And, you can always lean on me. Consider me one of your friends in America. I know we're kind of crazy people over here, but consider me a friend in America. So I thought I was going to take this live and maybe do some of the questions that I have either in your chat or in the comments that I have. And Gemma, thank you, honey. You're family to me too. Even though I thought you were like 17. I can't believe you're like a full-blown adult. Like you look so young. You look like a little kid. No offense, but you look very, very young. So let's do this. We've had some neat stuff. We've had some neat stuff going on here in the United States. Politically, we've got the Harry and Meghan are down in Jamaica. Weird. Hi, Beverly. And I'm trying to catch up. So Gemma, that's because we look good, girl. You're 35. I'm 52. I can't even say 52. So, all right, let me scroll up and see if you guys have any. And Foxy, see, like everybody likes you. We just have so much respect for what you're doing. Foxy, you're part Italian as well. Very nice. Italian or French. That's not bad. I mean, all people are beautiful. All comes from the inside. All comes from the inside. So, let's do this. Let's throw out some requests, guys. You only have me for hi, AJ. How are you down there in Florida? I hope it's warming up down there. They are in Jamaica. All right. So Karen, you got it. We're going to read on them, but I am not going to use my classic rock tarot on them. I'm not going to. No, they're not rock stars like my girl Gemma. So Gemma, I think this might be the Gemma deck. It's purple. And it's beautiful. I may declare this my Gemma deck. My husband got it for me, but it felt very Gemma to me. So we'll take a look at that later. Hi, TD. TD, I meant to text you too. So let's see what's going on with Harry's shoes. Can we talk about the shoes? Let's talk about the shoes. Is he wearing heels? Like, what is going on? What is going on? What are they doing down in Jamaica? What kind of sense does this make? Does this make this? Now I'm like talking like Yoda. It's the end of the world. Oh, the beginning. That was my best Algra from the Dark Crystal. If you haven't seen the Dark Crystal, oh, so good. Okay. It's the end of the world. So this is a restart for them. So what they're trying to do here is that, and Sharon, I'm going to mark your comment. I can go over there and look at it. And I apologize, guys, since I had the flu, I have this horrible cough. It's not going away. Everybody that's jumping in and watching, if you have any questions, you can just throw them up there. You want personal readings, you can throw those up there too. If you'd like to donate, that would be fantastic. If you don't want to donate, that's okay too. But I'm only going to be on for a few minutes. So only be on until 1:30 my time. So we got like 35 minutes. I'm trying to keep up in the comments here. So this is once again another rebrand for them. Go figure. Why is this another rebrand? I think the idea was essentially hers. Let's take a look and see. Everyone's talking about her new face. Did she get a new face? Is that why she was MISSING? That was a nice sloppy shuffle. For those of you that are new, Sloppy Shuffle Tarot is our other name. Beverly, you are right. They have had more restarts than an old car. So what is she trying to accomplish with this? What are they trying to align themselves with? This was a partnership. They were trying to partner up with the Paramount Plus people. So that's why they really went there. It was to get in front of those folks. They're not going to put that together. It's simply not going to happen. They may have bounced some ideas off each other professionally, but I just don't think that it's going to happen. There's no love there. Let's do this. I'm just going to move this a little bit so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. So here, looking for charity. No, we're not going to get any charity. We're not going to get any love, but we may get bouncing some ideas. They may have brainstormed a little bit. The Lover's card is in the upright here. What is that all about? Is that about them? Is that about the people they were with? Is that about a charity that they were trying to connect with? Or so she's trying to promote herself. And I'm saying she, I do think it's her. This is, full on psychic reading. I think she's trying to promote herself as a producer still. I think this is the direction she's trying to go because the content just wasn't there. So getting in there as a producer, getting behind the camera rather than in front of it, telling story after story, I think this is the route she's going to try and go. Is it going to work? Because we have exposure here. The work ethic is not there. It's going to come out. And she's a disagreeable person in person. So why is she disagreeable in person now? We have this Ace of Pentacles, not being able to get things off to a start, not being able to make things happen, and also not having solid people behind her. She doesn't have a lot of people behind her. Now, I will let you guys in on a little something, something. So I'm working on a collective project with some other YouTube entities out here. So I just sent out an email. I'm trying to get everybody together. We're all in different time zones for Friday. I'm trying to do something really cool. It'll be psychic based, but I'm trying to do something cool with a few other content creators. I really miss my collaboration with Alicia Wicker, but Alicia is on hiatus for our show for a little bit. We will come back to it eventually, but in the meantime, I have an itch that I need to scratch, and I want to get a few other psychics together and have some fun. So we're going to try and put together a once a month thing for you, but I've got to coordinate everybody. Again, we're all in different time zones. TD, Deborah, you guys should have an email regarding this, for some interesting stuff that's going to go on. So I think this is part of the problem. She doesn't have a lot of people that want to work with her. So either she's going to have to be a star maker and go out and find some new talent, which, I mean, the world is chock full of people. We have plenty of people here. You can find talent wherever you want. Finding that alchemy of good people to put together is going to be a little bit of a trick for her. And the death card here, let's see what the death card, what does death herald? So we're going to pull some out here. Ooh, death card. The Wheel of Fortune. That I don't think that she's going to be able to do this. I don't think she's going to be able to recreate. This was a part 2 of the Disney with what was it, Bob Iger that was there? Is it Bob Iger? Where they went up and were like, hey, she does XYZ. And it just wasn't, it's not really being received very well. So that's about it. Now the Knight of Cups is interesting down here because I don't really think that she's interested in her Knight of Cups as a Knight of Cups, but it looks like he's a little bit warmer to her. I think this was an opportunity to go down, hang out, and maybe have some fun. Under the surface, we've got this Empress in reverse. Now, if you remember, she did not go to the Legends of Aviation, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, because she was caring for a sick child. Lovers in reverse again. Children in reverse, the Knight of Swords. So I'm going to say that if that kid was really sick, she left with the kid still really sick. I mean, I'm not judging. We've all had to go to work when our kids were sick, but that's how it goes. So, wow, 31 people midday live. And like I said, I'm only going to be on for another 15 minutes, but I think I'll do a live later. I think I'll show up in a little while after I drive all my people where they need to go and get everybody tucked in. So like maybe 5:30 my time, I'll see if I can pop back on for a live. I will be doing a live midday tomorrow for all my friends out there in the UK and other time zones. So I'll be doing a full moon live tomorrow. I'll put up the previews for that later tonight. So that'll be fun. But yeah, all in all, I think she was, and I'm sorry, I'm congested too. I think she is trying to recreate that Disney moment. Paramount Plus, please take us on. Netflix hates us. Please give us money. So, Deborah, trust me. I'm just going to say, trust me. So, all right. So let's see. Let me go back up here. Let me see. Is it the end? It's the end for Harry. Surely there's no return. Let's see. Let's see. Has he gone the plaid? Has he gone the plaid? Whoop, dropping a card. Sloppy shuffle. Yikes. Wow. So I am going to say, oh, thank you, Karen. 30 watching, 12 likes. Let's go. Let's go, Tarot fam. So I'm gonna say yes, he has gone the plaid. This is official. He's really this whole situation is the experiment. I've been saying this all week. The experiment of being an expat in America celebrity is done. Like it just did not work. He really needs to understand that that's over. And I think he's there. I think he really does understand that he is the Page of Wands in reverse, that he just doesn't have the skills to pay the bills. And he's mad about, let me bring these down so you guys can see him. He's mad about this because he really did think that he was going to be a really funny guy in America, like the funny prince, like almost a court jester. Like that was kind of his idea of where he was going with this. Let me just scroll up in all seriousness. Here, I'm just pulling this up. It's a big company. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. So he thought that he was going to be this court jester prince, this funny guy. He really thought that was going to happen. And now he has regrets because he sees that in that court jester persona that he wanted to take on, that he was just going to be a fool and foolish and legitimately a court jester. So it's very sad. Hi, Julia. Nice to see you here. Everybody say hi to Julia Donaldson. She is in New Zealand and she loves my readings and we love that she's here. So everybody say hi. TD is leading the pack on that, saying hey, hey. So he's giving up the dream and he's walking away dejected. So the Lovers in reverse with the 8 of Cups in the upright is really walking away dejected. It's walking away in sadness. So and here the Hangman in reverse, he's still blaming the circumstances around leaving and trying to do this transformation. He's still blaming the circumstances, pandemic, his grandmother dying, I'm sorry, Queen Elizabeth II, the late queen passing away. I want to be as respectful as possible. He's blaming the media and just that things didn't take off and trolls online like me, like I'm a troll. I'm not a troll. I'm more like a hobbit. I have hairy feet and I'm short. And I love food. So he's still blaming others for it, but he's looking for a way back. He really does feel exposed and not taken care of here. He knows that Hollywood is not the warm and fuzzy center of the universe that was going to embrace them and go, oh, look, they're celebrities and we just love them. He's now finding out that really is a pit of vipers. So if he was afraid of those gray suits and thought that the gray suits and the courtiers were really vicious and terrible, he's finding out that Hollywood is just as bad. Under the surface, he longs for that position of success that he had with the royal family. So we've got all that going. So I think he's going to try and make a move. Now, someone had asked in my comments, and this was, let me see if I can do this. Yeah. Oh, isn't this fun? I just learned a new trick. I can take from my comments on my screen and put them up here. Let me let Hind B know I'm doing it right now. Whoop. There we go. Isn't that fun? Oh, this wicked cough. I'm beginning to think I didn't have the flu. I think I might have had something else. The other thing. So, because I do have this stupid cough and it's like right here. It's like, so, all right. Do I really think that William, Prince of Wales, the Prince of Wales, will ever have a relationship? Bring him around his family. Will William ever consider that? At the moment, no. No, that is our chariot in reverse. That means that no, we can't do that. What would it take? Ooh. Oh boy. Okay. So let's move some of this real estate around, boys and girls. So, what is it going to take? It is going to take radical transformation. World card is the Fool transformed. That is the Fool as he transforms into a different person. That 10 of Swords is shut the F up. Unfortunately, I can't even sugarcoat that. It's shut the F up. Magician in reverse is with this complete subjugation. And I know that sounds bad, but basically, this is being completely contrite about what he's done and fessing up to it. He's not going to forgive him until he says, I messed up. Or as my 6th grade self would say, I muffed up. I muffed up. He won't do it until he comes to terms with that. So let's see. Let's see. What does he want to hear from him? He wants to hear how he wrecked the family but still took charity from them. He wants an apology for that. He also wants to hear, and I've been saying, I think they've been paid all along. He wants Harry to get his head back on straight, to get his emotions and his psyche back on straight. Those of you that are just jumping in, all 41 of you watching, howdy do. Oh, I look like I'm sparkling. This kind of looked like it was sparkling. It's not sparkling. This is just blue and white. Please hit the like button, everybody that's coming in. I'm glad to see you. I may do a live a little bit later because I got to jump off in 7 minutes. And I will do a live tomorrow for the full moon. So he wants an apology for wrecking the family, still taking money. He wants him to get his head on straight, get his emotions in order. He wants him to not serve the family. If he's going to come back, they're going to have him apologize, and then he is not going to be a royal. He is not going to be handling the affairs of state. He's certainly not going to be counselor of state, any of those things. I definitely think William would send him off to Africa and just say, here, do safaris. So let's see, what else would he have to do? The Queen of Wands. We all know who she is. He would have to separate from the Queen of Wands. She is not welcome back in the family. I said it here. So those are the conditions of coming back. That's the only way he would have him come back, which is, pretty awful. Continuing to take funds from the royal family and slagging everybody up, talking smack. So let me see. Hi, Miss Hutch, the Hutchess. I was trying to remember what Mel changed her name from the fittest Hutch to the Hutchess. I love it. The Hutchess. Awesome. So I only have a couple of minutes. So So BCTV, who is going to be the unexpected king? This, I think, is going to be a much larger production. And oddly enough, I just got a book on Nostradamus. I another book. I have a million of them. But it's a book on the Nostradamus predictions for 23 and 24. So I'm working my way through it. I'm working my way through that book, babe, with a burning love inside. I had a nightmare that I was singing last night. I was singing totally out of tune in a recording studio that looked like a boardroom with my husband, and he was totally mortified that I couldn't sing. And I trained for singing for 8 years. So go figure. But so let's do this. Let's see, who is the unexpected king? Let's start with Edward. The Duke of Edinburgh. Is the Duke of Edinburgh the unexpected king? Oh, oh, whoa, whoa, that's kind of nut. That's nutty. That is nutty. Badgers. Hi, Jess. I'm saying badgers. Black Morticia Adams, darling. So listen, Johnny Depp, I think I'm going to be talking about him a little bit later. I did a 12-month for him, and it's in my video list. He's going to have, I'm predicting he's going to have some health issues a little later in the year. So, but someone had asked if I would do a love reading on him. So I'll either do production or I may do one a little bit later on tonight. I have some time tonight. I'd like to do a big fat live and get some readings done for you guys. So, Paul, look out for the badgers. I'll look up badgers and see what the I'll see what that is as a totem animal, because that should badger energy should be something significant. So I'm saying that Edward, the Duke of Edinburgh, is the unexpected king. How we get there, I don't know. He's pretty, far out on that tree to get that. Just for fun, let's see, is it Archie? Oh! What? This is a much bigger reading. So this is a yes card too, that Archie would be in there. All right. So painting myself in a corner here. How about Charlotte? Is Charlotte the unexpected queen? No, Charlotte is always going to be support. She's always going to be support to the crown. And to be sure, BCTV, I have always predicted that Charles is going to exit the role sooner than his demise. I don't think he's going to stay there. And I think that Queen Margrethe, the Danish queen that just abdicated, I think she is posing a very interesting model for him. And I did do a reading on that, Queen Margrethe, how they're kind of watching how the populace responds to that. So let's look. Is it going to be Louis? Louis, come home. No, it is not Louis. I think Louis is going to be off doing his own thing. I really don't think he's going to be a major player. I think he's going to be fun to watch, but I don't think he's going to play a significant role. He's going to be like the Mike Tyndall 2.0. I think that's. I love Mike Tyndall. I think Mike Tyndall is a hoot. So, Duke of Edinburgh and Archie. I know people aren't going to like that, but Duke of Edinburgh and Archie. Well, listen, guys, I am going to have to jump off. So let me pull back. Louis going to be a Harry. I hope not. I hope Louis is not going to be a Harry. I want him to be a good boy. I want him to be a fun boy, but I want him to be a good boy. So this is what we're going to do, boys and girls. Let me pull my card view down. I am going to go be basically an Uber driver for the next few hours, but I will do a live tonight. I will be live tomorrow because there is, oh, wait a minute. There was a ghost in the Theater Royal Drury Lane called Archie, who in the mid 80s said Andrew will be king. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. I don't think anyone would really be in favor of that right now, though. Do you? So let's do this. Let's meet up back here. If you guys, oh wait, it cannot be. I know I'm just as riveted as you guys. I love the comments in here. So cannot be Archie or Harry. Harry was removed as counselor of state. Thank you. I thought that he was. So what we'll do, I'll come back here like maybe 5:30 New York time, maybe 6 o'clock. 5:30, 6 o'clock New York time, but certainly tomorrow during the day, it'll probably be around noon New York time. I'm going to do a live for the full moon because we got a big full moon. Everybody's feeling the vibes from it. So I have to get like a shirt with like a moon on it or something. But I'm looking forward to seeing all of you then. Everybody have a terrific few hours and I'll see you back. All right. Bye-bye.